Don't worry. We will get them for you, Big Bear. Yeah, but see, that doesn't help me, though. And I do appreciate that. And if I ever do need that and I give you guys the nod, kill everybody.
Remember Lad, subscribe to Big Bear, says, who thinks they can get away with committing this type of crime? I bet on the Canuck who thinks they're untouchable, and there's this horde of them spiraling I've discovered. Yeah, they don't seem to understand that the government has practically everything. I mean, it's like they have never heard of the NSA or FBI's Carnivore or any of that sort of thing. You know, there has been this massive surveillance state that has been constructed around us all. Every email you send, every time you're on the internet, you know, all of that stuff has been collected and is in a giant file about you. And it's not just, you know, these creepy little guys. It's everybody. They have it on all of us. And so when they want to, you know, when they have a reason to dig into this stuff, you know, they can find whatever, they'll find whatever they need to find. They'll find whatever they want to find. And so, yeah, Chris is right. And all that data is training AI. Yeah. Yeah. The police are doing the investigation. If he did nothing wrong, then obviously he won't have anything to concern himself with. But if someone closely affiliated to him, closely and directly affiliated to him did something wrong, then they're probably going to find out exactly who did what and so forth. So you need to understand that everything you do on the internet is logged, tracked, recorded, and filed. We already know that you guys are desperately attempting to commit tortious interference. You're trying to, you're reaching out to various companies. You know, also, just because you say that you're making fun of someone does not allow you to commit defamation. It does not allow you to slander them. It does not allow you to harass their families. It does not allow you to pretend that you are them. You know, people who are enemies are the people who attempt to affect your job.
And Alan Powell, someone go and make his life hell if you can, because he deserves it. If you can figure out where he works, try to get him fired. Fuck him. He should get fired. So if there's any like autistic people who want to have a good time or something, can you just figure out where this guy's works, call up his work, and get him fired because he's an asshole? This is Owen's enemy. Being a part of the Bears is like being in an ancient Germanic war band.
They send stuff to people's places of employment saying that you're trying to kill people. They literally emailed an old boss of mine saying that I tried to kill a family online, that I called for the killing of a family on my channel. This is the shit they do.
Who attempt to harm your family, who attempt to attack your children. You know, those are the people who are enemies, and those are the people that you never ever stop going after.
Those are the people we just cut out of our community, of any other community they're in if we can, of the whole world if we can. Those people are useless vagrants, cretins. So those are the people we get rid of.
I don't know why people want to poke hives of weaponized autists. I know people that get people fired that fuck with me, and I never tell them to do that. I have like thousands of weaponized autists. I can find out who you are, where you work. Like that one guy that was driving to my house and doing all those videos and shit. I know the exact dog place he works. I know his name. I know where he lives. I didn't get him fired. I didn't go after him. While that was happening, I had my weaponized autist. They found the exact place. He works at a dog walker's place. I found out his address, where he lives, everything. If he had came here, I would have destroyed his life. I didn't even get him fired. I'm a weaponized autist warrior soldier. You are very needed, Heterodoxy Bear. You're the future. Like, my friends found out his license plate number, the car he drives, his mom's house, and they were like, do you want us to get him fired? And I was like, no.
After the restructuring of the American Mafia in the 1930s, a simple tenet of criminal law had been exploited. Guy Lawson and former NYPD detective William Oldham explain. A man could only be charged, tried, and convicted for crimes he personally committed. Historically, common law held a defendant responsible only for his own actions. If a mob boss didn't pull the trigger, if he could plausibly deny instructing a hitman to murder a victim, it was hard to make a case against him. There were conspiracy laws, but they were extremely difficult to prove because of the strict rules of evidence and hearsay. To put it simply, prior to RICO, the law had a lot of bark but very little bite.
I watched Kyneton Bear slaughter a sheep for the first time. I thought it was going to be like a moment for him. His pulse went down. And he's like, I have lists of all the weak bears. Dude, you guys, because Kyneton's so like gentle. We call him the Sweet Prince. He's so like gentle. But like, if I swear to God, I think if I gave him a list of people to murder, he'd just be like, okay. Like, he's my guy. Gonna need the gamma list. Kyneton has the list. Dude, Kyneton's a straight cold psychopath. Like, Kyneton, don't mess with Kyneton Bear. Oh, Kyneton is crushing. Dude, Kyneton, I'm telling you right now, I mean, he's running all my social media now. And it's like, but he will carry out any order. Like, and he'll have lists ready to go. Just like, dude, Kyneton Bear is a psychopath. Like, when Cod kills an animal, his pulse drops to 30. It's the only time he feels calm.
I've got this guy coming at me. This fella, Alan Powell, commented on one of my videos and said, I just got off the phone with, and then named the company I used to work for. Which is pretty funny when you think about it, because yesterday... Oh, I see. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, so this guy commented on my video naming a company I used to work for and said that well, you're banned, Stefan, because I don't like gammas, actually. So fuck you. Hey Tourette's, I know you like blood, and I know you're a woman, so I say usually don't enjoy it. But could you just like get rid of these people? Oh yeah, Alan Powell. So this guy said, essentially was threatening me, and it's the Sunday before Christmas. He said he just got off the phone with one of the companies I used to work for. No, you didn't. There's no company that's going to pick up the phone on the Sunday before Christmas. So you're just lying, trying to scare me, but it scared my wife, made her cry. And look at him. He mocks God, just to start with, just so you know who he is. But because he did that, we're now completely open to attack from his enemies. This guy's not my problem, it's Owen's problem. I'm loyal to Owen. Now, even though I've fulfilled my debt of honor to him, I'm still loyal to him. But it's getting to be a little fucking ridiculous. So if there's any like autistic people who want to have a good time or something, can you just figure out what this guy's works, call up his work, and get him fired because he's an asshole? And Alan Powell, someone go and make his life hell if you can, because he deserves it. If you can figure out where he works, try to get him fired. Oh, Owen's email?
I email Owen all the time.
Me and Vox Day have emailed back and forth about the publishing company, so if that ever becomes a problem, I'll just send an email to Vox and explain it to him.
This is something that a lot of you can help out with. Is we are now going to enforce copyright violations on all YouTube videos that show any clips from this or show any clips from Owen's stuff. So, so what you can do is you can go ahead and when you see a copyright violation from a channel like Davy Croco 2 or Davy Croco 3 or any of the other suspects, shoot me an email with the exact timestamp, etc., and the extension. Look up the YouTube copyright violation form, and then send it. Make sure that you provide all the information to me or to Owen, and then we will be sure to get the copyright violations registered. They will get strikes on their channels.
You don't get to mock my God. As soon as you mock my God, and I mean like objectively mock him, not like it's arguable, like you are trying to make a joke and make Jesus look bad. You will, I'll come to your territory and burn your house down if I can. And look at him. He mocks God. Why am I flagging other people's content? I'm flagging Alan Powers, or whatever the fuck his name is. I'm flagging his content because he's been breaking copyright law. And I was letting it go for a while, but he was making threats against me and my family, so I just wanted to get him to stop. So I never had a beef with him, and he decided to attack me for no reason. And I've been really thinking hard about how to handle him, and I think it would be great if nobody ever heard from him again. Because the first I ever heard from him, he was threatening to call my work to get me fired. So, yeah. You're in a timeout.
Following the people, hating on you, all kinds of shit I can't imagine.
Man, I've faced death in my life before. It's not like these little skinny little white kids that look like they should have braces. They got meth mouth. It's like, I'm not afraid of you. The worst they can do is like send the cops to my house. I know there's. Well, I left a message with the captain of the sheriff's department today. I know a few of the deputies, but they'll just show up at my house and I'll be like, yeah, I thought this might happen, but hey, what's up, Rick? You know. And this time it's not even really the way the people who are on our side are acting, because they've been great. Our friends have been excellent. The stuff that they've helped me dig up on Croco and helping me get that channel pulled down that was threatening my family, they've been real excellent.
Hi, everybody. Our very own hand-drawn bear has finally made her first book. And it's, it's one of my favorite children's books I've ever seen. And by the way, my mom taught children's literature for like 50 years, so I know like every children's book. It's called The Lion Who Forgot. And if you would like this, it's Taurus Necrus Publishing, TAURUSNECRUS.com. And this is hand-drawn by
The drama that was going on with the fucking psychopaths who hate Owen seems to have calmed down. They seem to have taken the way out that I gave them and just stopped talking shit about me and my wife. So that seems to have blown over. We'll see if they decide to be stupid and uppity later. But we're basically done with that. We're just pulling down a couple of videos that are threatening us and have some personal details we don't want shared. But that should be the end of that. Owen obviously started promoting our book. Everyone knows that. And so it's been really great. And we're working with the inflated audience that we have now, just enjoying the sales that are coming in, which is pretty cool, but really focused on making sure that we can figure out our audience and make them into as many of them as we can into loyal customers and give them what they want instead of just just hype that will be done in a week or something. I want you guys to know what the company looks like at this moment, especially since Owen went ahead and really promoted the Lion Who Forgot children's book we did yesterday, which we got really excited about. And then he even had time to reflect on it and promote it again. Unfortunately, in fact, I'm just realizing this now that I can do this for him, but unfortunately, he didn't want to take the time to give credit to everyone involved in the company. But none of those people have actually asked for any money lately. They specifically, like Charlie specifically, wanted all the profit from Before Wish Mountain to go back to the company. Hand Drawn Bear also wanted all the profit from this book to go back to the company because there's some situation with her taxes where she can't make any more money this year. I think she'll be put in a new tax bracket if she does. So they both gave all the money back, which is nice. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take whatever we make from this